You've been waiting all year, planning, training for this one thing. The 18th edition of the ABSA Cup is here. In the football stands, we stand as one. Now, it's time to get together for the ultimate soccer experience, the ABSA Cup. Follow the action this March to May and watch it on SuperSport, DSTV, and GoTV. Grab your tickets now at ShopRite CompuTicket. Your story matters. ABSA.
For in-depth news coverage from across Zambia, local and national news, business, politics, and sports, this is the Sun FM News, brought to you by ABSA. Your story matters.
The news.
Good evening and welcome to the Sun FM Sunset News. To present it, my name is Bridget Kapopo. Let's take a look at today's headlines. President Hakainde Hichilema has urged African countries to invest more in infrastructure at border points to facilitate the continuous movement of goods and services across the continent. Government has launched a major agriculture initiative aimed at boosting food security and increasing the national cattle population to 7.4 million by 2027. The National Democratic Congress has called on women in governance to follow the example of Edith Nawakwi, first Zambia addressing national issues. In sport, defending champions Zambia's under-17 women national team has been drawn into Group B alongside Mozambique and Mauritius for the 2025 COSAFA to be held in Namibia. And those are the headlines. Join me for the details shortly.
The news. 88.5 Sun FM.
And now for the news in detail. President Hakainde Hichilema has urged African countries to invest more in infrastructure at border points to facilitate the continuous movement of goods and services across the continent. Speaking when he officially opens the 2025 Land-Licked Zambia Conference at the Ciela Resort in Chongwe, President Hichilema emphasized the importance of improving cross-border infrastructure to enhance intra-African trade. He urged African nations to boost trade by breaking down barriers with bold investments in roads, rails, and non-stop border posts that speed up commerce and further challenge the financial sector to slash the high cost of capital that makes business difficult. Mr. Hichilema also reiterated the need for the Western world to provide African countries with access to affordable capital, stressing that financial exploitation must come to an end. He stated that Zambia is on a mission to double its economy, create job opportunities for Zambians.
To reduce the time for our goods to move across. So why don't we flip the coin and not aim at a one-stop border post and talk about a non-stop border post? A non-stop border post. Non-stop border post. Is that possible? I repeat, yes. We get the infrastructure right. Even this issue of saying Zambia
and Angola also signed 2 agreements for the development of the Lobito Corridor project and a bilateral agreement on aviation between the 2 countries. And Minister of Transport across the country and also reduce the cost of doing business.
Zambia's role in the region is to be able to be a facilitator. And that is why we are investing in infrastructure, transport infrastructure projects to ensure that all our connections to our neighbors are in good state, which would facilitate the...
Through private sector facilitation project, which is supported by the Food and Agriculture Organization and other private sector partners, says the project...
Zambia has launched